Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and today we're going to be looking at a new item that I picked up at my local IKEA. This is the Rissla Desktop Organizer, and this is basically designed to organize all the items that you would normally have on top of your desk, so papers, pens, paper clips, things like that. Obviously, as you guys can see, that's not what I'm using it for. The main reason for me to pick this up is to help me organize my EDC items. These are the majority of the items that I normally carry on me on a regular basis. Obviously, not all of these. This is just a sampling of the ones that I carry, and it's basically the ones that I'm, either carrying or testing or rotating through my EDC. Now, normally what I would have is I would have all these items kind of spread out on top of the desk, and then I just pick and choose the items that I'm going to be using for that day. So obviously that does become a little tedious to have to, sort through and find, which flashlight, which knife, which pocket tool, or things like that I'm going to be using. So I think this definitely helps me keep a little bit better organized in that sense. This is designed to be modular, so as you guys can see, it does have this cutout in the back, which serves as a handle. It's very lightweight, so if you do want to move it from one area to another, you can do so, or if you just need to pick it up to maybe clean or dust underneath, you can do so as well. It's got this kind of leather look to it, and then with the white stitching around on the borders makes it look pretty elegant in my opinion. So, I definitely like it sitting on top of my dresser, and I can get to the items that I need and be on my way. And then when I come back home, I can just put them back into the specific slots, and I'm ready to go. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how how I've organized the different items inside of this organizer. The organizer itself is about 13 inches wide, it's about 6 inches deep, and about 9 inches tall. So it's a nice compact form factor, which again will look really nice pretty much on any desk or dresser or anything like that. So in the back you have a long pocket, which basically takes up the full length of the organizer itself. That's the one that's more dedicated for like papers and envelopes and things like that. So I've just put a couple items back there. First one is my wallet. Makes it very easy to see, so that way I don't forget it. In the middle here is my kind of EDC first aid / feel good kit. And if you guys follow my videos and you see my EDC videos, you'll be familiar with a lot of this of the items on here. And then in the end over here, I just have a couple of business cards and this little notebook that I carry with me sometimes to kind of jot down information. In front of that, there's 4 pockets here. They're divided really nicely. You have the 2 pockets on the outside, which are a little bit wider, and then the 2 pockets in the middle, which are a little bit more kind of squared off, and I think they fit the items very nicely. So on the pockets on the outside, I've dedicated those for my EDC knives, and as you guys can see, there's a variety of different models and manufacturers and things like that. Some of them are taller, some of them are shorter. So for the most part, it does fit a good quantity. I think I have 11 knives in between the 2 pockets there. And again, these are some of the ones that I rotate in and out of my EDC. So if I'm done maybe carrying or testing a particular knife, I can take it out, put it away, and then replace it with another one that I might be doing. But as you guys can see here, it fits the Spyderco Ulysses very nicely. This is a nice long knife, but it is fairly thin, so it fits in there pretty easily. But something like this Spyderco Blacked Out Tenacious fits in there nicely as well. And again, it's just depending on the size and the width of the knife, it's how many you can fit in there. I have a CRKT eraser on this side. The little bionic browse blade, automatic bionic is in there. So you can fit quite a few knives and keep them organized. Now the 2 pockets in the middle, since they are a little smaller, I kind of dedicated them more for flashlights and pens. So on this one, you see just the kind of smaller versions and bigger versions of 2 lights. These are PowerTacs and 4.7s there. And then on this one, I just have a couple of pens that I normally would carry on a regular basis, and then a pen light flashlight there. That's the Through Night TI4, so it's more of a pen style, so it fits in there pretty nicely. Now, I made sure to keep the pens, the taller ones, so I'm able to see that they're in there. So things like the Fisher Space Pen or something like that, which is a little bit more compact, I would probably not put it in there. I've dedicated another pocket for that because I wouldn't be able to see it, and then I'd forget to carry it. Now in the front here, you have some nice useful pockets also. For the most part, these are a little shallower, but depending on what items you have in there, you can either lay them down like I've done, or you can stand them up and they'll work just the same. In this pocket, I just have some loose change, and I just kind of throw the change in there. Again, it's it's a good place to keep that, instead of just having it laying on top of a desk or something like that. In the middle here, I've dedicated this pocket to some smaller EDC flashlights. So I have this 511 EDC flashlight, a couple of the smaller through night keychain flashlights, and then this is my little zebra telescopic pen. Again, if I were to stick it back in there, just like a Fisher Space pen, because they are pretty much pretty similar in size, it would go too far deep and I wouldn't see it. So I figured laying it down here, I'm able to see it a lot easier, and I'll go ahead and carry it more often. And then in the end over here, I just have some miscellaneous items. So I have a couple lighters, because I do carry a lighter on a regular basis, and then some Swiss Army knives. So I have a classic here, and then I have a couple of ALOX cadets here, and I do carry those pretty regularly also. So I have those right there. Again, they're a little bit smaller, so if I try to fit them with the rest of the knives, they'll kind of just sink to the bottom, and I won't see them, so I won't remember to pick them up. So there it is. Again, this is the desktop organizer. The model is called Rissla. Now this retails for $9.99. So I think for that price, it's a great bargain, especially if you want to have something that's going to help you keep organized. And again, it doesn't necessarily just have to be EDC items. Again, it could still be on top of a desk or anything like that. It looks very elegant with that kind of leather look to it, with the white stitching all around it. And it's a nice compact size, and you can use the the handle in the back to just move it around or pick it up if you need to. So there it is. I wanted to share that with you guys. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.